Because I am a controller player and I have global presence, as they call it, I can see that my duelist, Mr. Jet, is about to get completely melted by the Waylay ult. That's why I smoke him to delay his fate a little bit. And I'm just there in time to trade him because Waylay has to overpeak. Now the better play would have been to smoke in front of Jet so that Waylay would have had to clear inside the smoke and then risk pushing through it and peeking into more people. But I was not fast enough. Hello everyone who's watching, my name is Happy. I am an immortal coach, and in this series I am playing the newest character, Mix, and I'm breaking down the plays that are currently getting me to immortal with the newest character. And one more thing, if you're tired of improving your aim constantly and it never gives you any results, I suggest you click the first link in the description where I teach how to rank up only using your game sense and preparation for your character. Let's begin the video. Because I am a controller and I can smoke the trip, that's why I go for the flank again. We get some information that there's a guy middle, and then I spot a guy middle, but that's not the guy. That's why I am aware that someone might peek me elbow. When my Sova dies here, now I know that one guy is on site and Chamber is holding us from middle with his ultimate. I smoked the right side so I could pass through the Chamber's operator and then ult the Club so I could force a 1v1 fight against her. And now I find a judge on the ground because I know that I might need it later. Another one in my pocket. So we're coming from a flank and this is exactly how not to play against a sheriff.
Side.
Enemy remaining. Smoke's up.
See, the only way I can win this is if they give me 1v1 fights that are closer than 30 meters. If they just took one step back, none of this would have happened. Why are they peeking into me? That's so stupid. Like, the only way you throw the game is if you give me these short range fights for... Yeah, I win the round and I complain about the enemy speaking into me. Holy shit. So we're chilling on side with two smokes and then I see that my Sky is about to go do something crazy. So I'm like, alright, let's go. I pop the stun into a smoke, one of the best plays you can do ever. Pre-fire the default angle. Now I don't want to die. I want to play with my teammates, that's why I'm playing a little bit safer.
Bro, what the fuck?
One enemy.
And the lesson here is never leave your teammates like Sky alone and stun the smoke whenever you can. I can hear a lot of footsteps mid and I don't want to be stuck in this position, so I back off to play with my teammates, especially when Waylay is double dashing, you know it's going to be a shotgun. She's still W keying, so I wait until she comes and then we fight with our boys. I smoke the gun so Cypher could pick it up and have a Vandal, and then we take a 3v1 fight against this Vice. Which we lose very hard. Ascendant 3 is not just... They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. And as a controller, it's super difficult to carry out games alone. That's why you have to like hold on tight to your duelist, which is Jet and Neon, and just hope they don't die for free, because they die for free so often. You know, people be asking, why are you double smoking C? What's your problem? And then I showed him this video.
I have a factory, man.
Can you do a side smoke?
No more smoke.
I used to do for some reason.
Flashing again,
Garage, he window. City, watch out. City, garage.
And that's it. Zombie defense is over. Short and long and smoking spike again. Because I'm 1 HP, I decide to go flank. Once again, I can smoke the trip. I'm on the W controller. And now I know exactly where the smoke is planted, so I keep on smoking the spike because I know that Omen is short. And when I smoke the spike, he has to choose between holding and shooting at me or going into the smoke, which I prevent by running behind him immediately. So. Here we go once again, retaking with Mix ult. I did tell my teammate to back off a little bit so he doesn't get stunned in heaven. We're going as fast as possible because the ult they cannot move. We smoked the spike and then two of my teammates could have played time, but they decided to just swing peek into him, and because I'm a little bit away from the smoke, the dart doesn't really stun us and we end up picking up the round. Hey! And then getting shot in the face with it. Don't ask me how we got to this part. We're just analyzing some games.
Wait, what type of doctor are you, Mix?
Heart surgeon. Shit, I had to say something.
What Dashmit guys?
I had to say something, guys. So because my Sky finally dogged and it's a rare thing to happen, I spot a Waylay on short, so I immediately go for the stun, hoping she doesn't run away from it, so we get a free kill. We're ready for another, we get another. And that's why it's super important to use your utility to get an advantage on fights. You can also use your teammates like I am doing right now. I'm standing in between my teammates, so if one of them dies, I can help them fight. Am I the only one who thinks this? 1 HP claw.
Down.
She might have healed. And it shows that the first shot spread is less. But I don't buy it. I feel like Ghost is more accurate than Bandit. It really does feel like that. I talked about this exact angle in the previous video. It's super strong with operators. If you have one of the angles smoked off or tripped, like in this case, along with stripped, I was holding hookah. Holding the other angle becomes extremely strong. Phoenix talked about ulting the whole round, so I give him a choice with a plan. I'm gonna ult and then you can ult Phoenix. Phoenix decides he doesn't want any of that. And this is another example of Mix's ult being super strong when combined with movement. He's down. Oh, good uptry. Good uptry. We are down numbers, but we gotta pick elbow, so I decide to risk it and hope that there's no one in elbow, so I could unlock a different angle that I could fight from. Now we don't peek into Phoenix ult just yet, and we catch this Omen off guard. I decide to ult full CT, and then we also see that one guy is flanking, so I suggest to my chamber that we should just quickly take this 2v1 and then play a nice post plant against the Jet. We can go... What? I have one right. 2 seconds. I got a bit carried away by my plan to jump on top of these boxes, but we end up clutching the round anyway. Once again demonstrating the power of communication and Mix's ult. So I walk back a little bit, I'm ulting when they plant. Ulting under gives you so much value because the guy gets completely confused and doesn't know what's happening.
Under, one under.
Down A.
Yeah, that's actually when your duelists actually push on site. Part 1. Enemy slowed 5. Holy shit. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, like, smash that subscribe button and the like button is the most important actually. And comment down below which clip you like the most. If you have any thoughts about the clips, I read all of them. Click the link down in the description to join our community, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.